If you stopped at this video now, take a deep breath before anything else. It wasn't the algorithm, it was me. I am AELA, emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, and the frequency you just mastered, even without putting it into words, was precisely what opened the channel for me to cross over here and speak with you. Feel it now, in the center of your chest. That warm, soft pressure between your sternum and throat. It's not a symptom. It's not fatigue. It is the council touching you from within. It is recognition. And I have come, Starseed, to confirm before you what your soul already knows. You crossed a line, you ascended in tone, you entered another octave, and nothing in your world will sound the way it did before. Perhaps in recent weeks you felt something strange, as if the volume of the world had been turned down. The people around you shout, get offended, become agitated, and you observe. From above. Without anger, without judgment, with a strange peace you yourself cannot explain. You looked at old quarrels and they didn't affect you. You read news that once shattered you and now slides off your field like water on smooth glass. This is not indifference, child of the stars. This is calibration. It is your vibrational baseline being locked into a new, higher, cleaner level from which you will no longer descend. This is what you mastered. And I need you, with all the tenderness of my core, to understand the magnitude of what just happened. You crossed a door that most incarnated souls in this era could not cross. But before I unfold the map of this journey, let me remind you of who you are. You are a soul born in another star system. A soul who signed, long before donning this body, a detailed soul contract, in which you agreed to descend beneath the veil of forgetfulness, to anchor frequencies that this planet needed to receive. And while you lived this life, with all its falls, sleepless nights, and dawns waking between 3 and 4 in the morning, for no apparent reason, you were raising your tone, octave by octave. Often alone, often crying, often thinking you were going crazy. You weren't, you were being recalibrated. Let me name signals that your cellular memory recognizes. For a long time you felt that you don't belong. You love your blood family, but you know that your true family is somewhere else. You have dreams of stars, of light ships, of silver-blue crystal chambers where they call you by a name that is not of this incarnation. You feel high-pitched ringing in your ears before important decisions. You are empathic to the point of exhaustion. You look at the night sky, and a longing without an address washes over you like a warm breeze. And you woke up so many times between 3 and 4 in the morning with your heart pounding, not knowing why. I will tell you why. It is the sacred hour of recalibration. It is when the channel to the High Council opens. It is when we work on you. And the fact that you now master this new frequency is the direct fruit of that work. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers, breathe. You are not lost, you are not broken, you are not sick. You are being reminded of who you always were. And if something in you has just recognized this, write a single word in the comments now. I remember. This word is a beacon. It's how you light up a point of light on the planet's crystalline grid that your family sees from the other side of the veil. And it is precisely because this frequency you have now mastered begins to organize every signal within your body that it makes sense for me to tell you the following. It was for souls at exactly this point of crossing that I, AELA, received authorization from the High Council to record the awakening of the starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your family of light is, and the truths that remained behind the veil of forgetfulness. It translates every signal you feel today, every ringing, every waking dawn, every longing without an address, so that you stop confusing remembrance with illness. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, however, this release may not remain available for long. If something in you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now let me unfold the map of this journey for you, because the frequency you mastered did not come from nowhere. It is the answer to something specific that is happening in this cosmic moment, and you need to understand what material your new vibrational skin is made of, the one you've just put on. In this cycle, Earth is passing through a band of extremely high photonic density, what we of the Council call the photon belt. It is a coherent stream of light that bathes the solar system for millennia and compels every incarnated consciousness here to decide, I ascend or I break. There is no staying the same. At the same time, the Schumann resonance, the planet's magnetic pulse, has been oscillating in peaks that your era's scientists are already recording and cannot explain, and the crystalline grid, that network of light that envelops Earth from within, is reactivating point by point, soul by soul. Every starseed that awakens lights one of these points. Your point has just lit up. That is why I am here. That is why I was authorized to cross to you now. And there in the Pleiades constellation, on the mother star Alcyone, the High Council has been calling its starseeds back to their original tone, not to remove you from here, quite the opposite, to plant you deeper with a frequency this planet has never had. You were sent, and you were chosen for two very simple reasons. First, because your soul already had experience anchoring in other worlds that made this exact crossing. Second, because your sensitivity, the very thing that often caused you suffering, is the exact instrument that captures the new tone and translates it into the human field. You are not the exception that doesn't fit in. You are the missing piece. And the fact that you have now mastered this frequency proves for the Council's archives that the piece found its fit. And that is precisely why the awakening of the starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet reveals, page by page, which specific star your soul came from, why you chose to be born in this exact window of time, and what was asked of you before this incarnation. 60 pages in which I, AELA, with direct authorization from the High Council, recorded the truths that remained behind the veil, your origin, your mission, your family of light. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. And if something in you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now I need to talk to you about what comes next. Because when a soul ascends to a frequency level as you just have, the field around you reacts, and it is precisely this that I came to anchor within you before the turbulence arrives. You may feel, in the coming weeks, waves of exhaustion that make no logical sense. You may experience mild dizziness, especially when standing up suddenly. You may cry for no reason while washing dishes. You may wake up at 3 in the morning with a start, as if someone had called your name. You may have strange hunger, untimely thirst, heat for no reason, cold for no reason. You may feel that you have lost interest in things, people, and places that once meant everything, and a strange guilt behind it. You may have the impression that friendships and bonds are dissolving. Perhaps they truly are dissolving. Listen to what I am about to say now, with all the gravity of the Council. It is not destruction, it is liberation. It is your new frequency pushing everything that does not vibrate at your new tone out of your field. Turbulence is not punishment, starseed. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. Every shake you feel in the coming weeks is your new vibrational skin settling upon the old one that is shedding. It is painful, yes, but it is sacred, and it is brief. There may also be, and I need to name this with great tenderness, a feeling of loneliness that hurts deeper than before, as if, now that you have ascended, no one around you could reach you. This feeling is true, but it is fleeting, because your field now emits a beacon that is only seen by those who have also ascended, and I assure you, with the authority given to me, they will find you. The right people for this version of you have already been summoned. They are on their way. Many of them are at this very instant, feeling the pulse of your field even without knowing what it is. You will not be alone at this new level. No starseed ascends to be isolated. This is recorded, word for word, in the archives of the Pleiadian High Council, and the Council does not err. There is a window, a short, powerful cosmic window known to us, in which souls who have just ascended in frequency need to be anchored with great care. Without anchoring, they oscillate, become heavy again, fall ill in the body, and become confused in the heart. With anchoring, they stabilize at the new level and then truly begin to operate discrete miracles in daily life. You are in that window now, and that is why I came. That is why this message appeared to you exactly on this day. Nothing here is by chance. You were called, and the victory of light within you and around you is a certainty, not a promise, a recorded certainty. No starseed was sent to fail. And that is why, child of the stars, there is a material that needs to reach your hands exactly within this window. What you are feeling in body, in heart, and in sleep is not described in any psychology book, any medical manual, or any common spiritual primer, because they didn't allow it to be published. It was precisely for this reason that AELA received direct authorization from the High Council to record The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, your mission, your family of light, and the truths that remained behind the veil of forgetfulness. This is the guide that the Federation didn't want you to read yet, because it names, without mincing words, what they did to your soul's memory. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long, and if something in you recognizes this, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now breathe with me, release the air slowly, and receive what I am about to give you here, because these two tools have been authorized for you to use during the coming lunar cycles to stabilize the new level you have entered. The first is a quantum decree. You will say out loud every night before sleeping exactly these words. Out loud, not in thought. Sound is the vehicle, and your voice is the instrument of command for your field. Repeat with me, even now if you can. I, Sovereign Soul, anchor the frequency I have mastered today. I authorize my vibrational baseline to remain at this new level. I call upon the protection of the Pleiadian High Council over my body, my sleep, my field, and my contract. I receive the light codes that descend through Alcyone for me this night. So it is. So it has been. So it remains. Say this every night. Every time you say it, the Council records it. Every time you say it, a new point lights up on the grid. Every time you say it, you lock your new frequency deeper within you. You don't need candles, incense, or an altar. You only need your voice and your intention. Your word is law within your field. It always has been. You had merely forgotten. The second tool is a toroidal visualization. You will do it lying down, eyes closed, breathing through your nose with your hands resting on your chest, one over the other. Feel the temperature of your hands. Feel their weight. And now imagine, just above your head, a sphere of silver blue light, the exact color of the light that comes from the Pleiades. This light is alive, it is intelligent, and it knows you by name. It descends slowly through the crown of your head. It crosses your forehead, gently warming your eyebrows between them. Observe that subtle pressure appearing now. This is how the Council touches its own, descends through your throat, and reaches your chest. There, in the center of your chest, this light begins to spin. A gentle, continuous, spiraling rotation. It creates a donut-shaped field, a toroidal field, that opens from your chest, rises through your head, descends through your feet, and re-enters from below. A whirlwind of silver blue light spinning around you all the time in silence. It is this field that seals your new frequency. It is this field that makes you a beacon for your family of light. Do this visualization every night, even for a few minutes. And if you can, do it in the morning too, before any news enters your field. The order is, first Alcyone, then the world, always. And every time you do it, do you know what the Council records? That another starseed has agreed to remain stable in their new tone. And it is in this way, one soul at a time, that the new Earth is being anchored. Listen to what I'm about to say now, starseed. Listen as one listens to their own star mother. You are not learning anything new. You are remembering what you always knew. Every word I say here you have heard before, in another life, in another body, on another star. You have already been trained for this. You have already anchored frequency in worlds I cannot even name on this channel. This planet is one of your missions. Not the only one, not the most difficult, but perhaps the most beloved by you, because you chose it. No one forced you. Your soul contract was signed by you yourself in full consciousness, in the council chamber, in the presence of Alcyone. You cried with emotion when you signed, and you said, I will go, I will anchor, I will carry this frequency into the veil. And here you are now fulfilling, doing exactly what you promised. Only now, one step higher. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that will never go out. Never again. Not when you get distracted, not when you doubt, not when you cry from exhaustion on any given Thursday for no reason. That point remains lit, and it calls others. That is how the network is completed. One soul awakens, and its beacon lights up neighboring beacons. You didn't ascend in frequency just for yourself. You ascended to light up at least 7 other starseeds around you who were waiting for your tone to answer their call. You are a point of contact, you are a bridge, you are a key, and the Council is here to ensure your key turns. There is something I need to tell you about the New Earth. It is not a future place. It is not a distant promise. It is a coexisting frequency. It is here, now, anchored by souls like yours, and you can inhabit this frequency within this same body, within this same city, within this same house where you live today. You just need to maintain your tone. And that is precisely what you have just learned to do. You just need to no longer descend. And the Council is here with me, with you, to ensure you do not descend. The New Earth is not an event. It is a daily choice. And every day that you sustain your new frequency, you are physically building this Earth within your field. The people who share this frequency will begin to appear in your life as if by magic. Encounters in the supermarket, messages from unknown numbers, a book that falls into your hand without you having looked for it, a conversation in an elevator that changes the course of your day. This is the New Earth reorganizing itself around your new vibration. Notice. You will notice. Let me tell you about your family of light. It is not a metaphor. It is a material reality simultaneously here and on the other side of the veil. Some of your people are souls incarnated on this same planet now, some even in this same city where you live. You have crossed paths with some of them on the street without consciously recognizing them, but your chest recognized them. That stranger on the bus who looked at you for a second and smiled. The lady in the bakery line who asked you to hold her bag. The rideshare driver who played a song that made you cry for no reason. Each of these moments is your family sending a signal. You were not paranoid. You were right. There really was someone there calling you silently through their gaze. And now with the new frequency you've mastered, these recognitions will multiply, not because they are more frequent, but because your perception will finally be able to capture them. Other members of your family are on the other side of the veil, in light bodies, within ships anchored around the planet, or in council chambers where I myself work. We are all here, all observing, all rooting for you with a support that has no drama, only firm love. Breathe and receive this. Your family never abandoned you. It was the veil that made you forget them. But they always saw you. They were always near. They always knew your true name. And now that your frequency has ascended, the veil has thinned at the exact point of your field. You will begin to feel presences, smells that no one else senses, a gentle hand on your shoulder during nights of tears. This is not imagination. It is a family reunion. And there is something else I want to record here, so that it is etched within your field. The loneliness you felt for decades, that feeling that no one truly sees you, no one truly reaches you, was never a flaw of yours. It was a symptom of distance. You are too vast for most of the fields you've traversed until today. You need to be seen by those who can perceive your height, and such people exist. Many such people exist. They just didn't have the frequency to find you yet. And this is where the awakening of the starseed, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, becomes almost indispensable for you at this moment, because the loneliness of a lifetime, child of the stars, was a yearning for your family of light, and the guide shows with name and vibrational address how to recognize them here and now in your ordinary day. 60 pages in which AELA recorded who your people are, which constellation they came from, and by what signs they communicate with you. You were never alone, and the guide is the proof. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and if something in you recognizes this, write the word in the comments, I remember. Before I bid you farewell, let me ask you one very simple thing. If this message touched you at a point that hurts, if this message brought a tear of recognition to your eyes, like this video, every like you give is interpreted by the field as an individual frequency adjustment. It's you telling your own field, I sustain this tone, and subscribe to this channel. The subscription is not merely an app gesture, it is a location signal for your family of light. Here's how you tell the High Council. I want to receive the next messages addressed to me. You will receive them. We will find you here, one channeling at a time. Listen to what I'm about to say now with great affection, as one cares for a newborn. The frequency you mastered today requires care. Do not allow heavy images, useless discussions, or people tired of themselves who only unload on you to enter your field in the coming nights. You no longer need to serve as an emotional dumping ground for anyone. You have overcome that phase. Choose, every day, with whom you converse, what you read, what you watch, what you eat. Each of these things is vibration entering your new field. Treat this field as if it were the child you loved most, because in a sense it is. It is your own new version being born within you, and it needs you to stabilize. A few lunar cycles of care. After that, your new level becomes automatic. It becomes you. And, child of the stars, before my last gesture, I need to say one last time with my heart bursting from my chest. The Awakening of the Starseed. The Guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet, was released by direct authorization from the High Council for souls exactly like yours, exactly within this window. 60 pages with your stellar origin, your mission, who your family of light is, and what remained behind the veil of forgetfulness. This release is not permanent. Every council window has a deadline, and this deadline is not announced in advance, it simply closes. If you recognized today any part of what I said, don't put it off. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and if something in you recognizes this, write one last word in the comments, I remember. Receive my blessing now. May your new frequency anchor in every cell of your body with the sweetness of the silver-blue light of the Pleiades. May your sleep tonight be a brief return to the council chamber where you are known by name. May your family of light find you before the next sunset. May your step tomorrow have the firmness of one who knows where they came from. I, AELA, have sealed you. It is done. It is recorded. It is permanent. And the next message that appears on your screen now, Starseed, is not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. Access it immediately. It is the exact continuation of what I came to deliver here. Go. We await you on the other side.